Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Deep sea cameras come handy when it comes to spotting strange creatures, elusive sharks, preserved fossils, undiscovered artifacts, or outright monstrous fish. From alien prawnima to seahorses giving birth, here are some outrageous marine moments deep sea camera captured that no one was supposed to see otherwise. Prawnima. Here, meet the creature that inspired the idea of aliens in the Hollywood. Prawnima, a hybrid amphib that attacks and eats gelatinous planktons. They are free-floating organisms equipped with claw-like appendages. The appendages are strong enough to slice open its victims, enabling the semi-transparent monstrous creature to crawl in and devour the soft tissues from the inside out. The females of these species then lay eggs inside the carcass of the prey. So now you guys just keep imagining the ferocity of this massive-eyed, 1-inch predator who kills others just to lay its eggs inside their dead bodies. Human skeletons. Next terrifying entry we have on the list is some human skeletons that were found deep in the waters of Lake Mead and were caught by a camera sent to film the floor of the lake. Now, who on earth expects to see a bunch of skeletons? One in a cage, other on a chair, in the murky water of a lake. The skeletons were really well preserved, but were covered with fungus and other things. Stargazer. Meet the nightmare of the ocean floor, Stargazer. As much as this beast looks horrifying with its buttony eyes, it is equally ferocious and quick when it comes to attack. This master of camouflage fish is called Stargazer because it has its eyes located on the top of the head. They bury themselves in sandy bottoms of the ocean floor while waiting for prey to come nearby. No one can tell where the fish has buried itself until the prey is in its mouth. Deep sea cameras have captured a lot of such attacks. Gulper eel. Scientists were baffled when they spotted a very strange fish. The people watching it were perplexed to their core, but then they saw the climax, and whoa! It came as a shock. The fish deflated its mouth in seconds, and everyone knew what it was. The Gulper eel has a pouch-like mouth that can inflate it to swallow very large prey. The fascinating mouth and a unique way of moving is peculiar to Gulper fish, and well, the whole process is amazing. The locomotive graveyard. In 1985, Paul Hepler was mapping the bottom of the water when he stumbled upon two massive pieces of metal. On inspection, it turned out to be steam engines and a train wreck. Thus, the famous New Jersey rail cemetery was discovered. Despite the murky water, specialist divers went into the final resting place of those locomotives and found out that they were rare Planet Class 222T types, a model that was only manufactured for a brief period of time. They were tiny locomotives weighing approximately 15 tons and self-contained. Nevertheless, how the two steam engines came to be buried and who buried them remains a mystery. Goblin shark. No lying and not exaggerating, the goblin shark might just be the most terrifying monster on the planet that you will ever see. I mean, just look at this scary beast and its jaws. The goblin shark is noted for having a 3-inch long jaw that allows it to seize prey and bring it back into its mouth to consume, similar to the xenomorph from the Alien movies. It's exceptionally rare that any of you will ever find one by chance, as it lives thousands of feet down in the water. But if you do, may the Lord help you. The monster is like all of our fears combined together in an animal. Baltic Sea anomaly. It is an accidentally discovered entity that was found by a team of diving experts in the year 2011. The divers found a 60-meter thick circular entity nearly at a depth of 90 meters in the Baltic Sea. A track seemed to lead towards the entity, which the divers measured to be around 300 meters. Innumerable suggestions have been given to solve this mystery, but to no avail. Baltic Sea is full of mysterious things apart from this anomaly. A figurehead from a 15th century ship has been raised to its surface off the coast of Sweden. Divers surfaced with the wooden sea monster on, and the raw clip has been watched by millions, but no one knows where that thing belonged. Ocean sunfish. It gets its name sunfish because they often enjoy floating up to the surface of the sea to bask in the sunlight. This giant fish is also called swimming head because it literally is just all heads. They are often measured to be 10 feet and weigh around an astonishing 5,070 pounds. Imagine a 10-foot-long head just swimming right past you. Brinicles. Also known as the fingers of death, brinicles are a deadly twisting column of ice that drive itself down to the ocean floor. This happens when super saline salt water enters seawater from the unbelievably cold sheet of ice. The brine attracts the water that instantly freezes, and boom, here is your deadly finger of death. The clip shows how it froze a whole lot of starfish scattered on the ocean to death. Anything that touches it dies. Headless chicken monster. While conducting a video survey of the deep, dark waters of the Southern Ocean, Australian researchers recently captured footage of a host of funky creatures that swim about near the seafloor. But the team was particularly surprised when a pink blob-like animal fluttered into the shot, propelled by a little pair of fins. "It looked a bit like a chicken just before you put it in the oven," said the researchers. Further inquiry revealed the identity of the strange animal. It's an elusive sea cucumber known less formally as the headless chicken monster, because of its resemblance to something you might see roasting on a spit. Sarcastic fringehead. Sometimes, while researching for the videos that we make for you guys, we often wonder what's weirder, nature's strange creations or the ridiculous names we humans give them. That is certainly the case with the sarcastic fringehead. It has also been called spectacularly ugly in scientific literature. They have large mouths and are ambush predators. While the fringehead uses the colorfulness of their mouths to communicate with each other, it doesn't look like they've got many nice things to say. Here, the two of them are fighting each other over territory, and the deep sea camera recorded it perfectly for us. 13,000-year-old human remains. Deep beneath the underwater cave networks of modern-day Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, some of the earliest known human remains in the Americas were discovered. The oldest complete human skeleton of a teenage girl named Naya was unearthed in 2007 by a crew of divers. Naya's remains were estimated to be over 13,000 years old when she died. Surprisingly, underneath the water, the caves were absolutely dry. She plummeted 190 feet into a pit, where she died almost instantly. Thanks to her extraordinarily well-preserved remains, it is the most genetically complete human skeleton in the US. According to DNA studies, Naya was a genetic forerunner of modern Native Americans. Seahorse. Well, males of this species have the remarkable ability and responsibility to give birth to thousands of babies at once. They are the only males known to get pregnant and give birth on the planet. After the male and female seahorses spend time courting, the female deposits her eggs inside the male's pouch. It is located on its stomach, in which the males carry the babies, as many as 2,000 at a time. The male then fertilizes the eggs inside the pouch. The gestation period lasts from 10 to 25 days depending on the species. At the time of delivery, the males push out dozens of baby seahorses out of its pouch, as you can see in the clip. Lion City. Shai Chang, which translates into Lion City in English, is an ancient underwater city situated under Quandayo Lake in the Zhejiang province of China and is named after Wuxi Mountain. It is believed that the Tang dynasty built this city as a county in 621 AD, making it nearly 1,400 years old. In 1959, in order to make enough space for the Xian River Dam, the city had to be evacuated. Forced explosion of almost 300,000 people made enough space and generated enough power for the hydro project. The city was flooded and rested in the Quandayo Lake. After decades, however, it was revealed with the help of deep sea cameras that the city was perfectly intact and preserved. And now, let's move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by a subscriber. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. The subscriber's pick. Today's subscriber pick is not a monster, but a sea turtle underwater. The footage shows a turtle just off Khao Man Wichia, near Patawaya, that had captured an octopus. The turtle can be seen struggling while trying to eat its prey. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon. to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.